Hey guys, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel once again, and today I have an interesting video lined up for you. We're gonna be testing out this new filter that I recently got. This filter has been used widely by a lot of photographers. This is mostly the portrait photographers that generally use this filter to give you a little dreamy look. If anyone is out there trying to film something or create a dreamy portraits for your portfolio or any other stuff, they are using this. Every photographer is using this, so why not me? Hence I went ahead and bought this for myself. This is not a sponsor video by the company of the brand that I got the filter from, but I bought this myself to try and test it myself, all how this filter feels like, how the dreamy effect comes like. So what I'm talking about here is the K&F Black Pro Mist filter. This is actually a black Pro Mist filter. It's actually called Cine Bloom filter or diffusion filter. There are n number of names to it. Every company has their own name, but with K&F this is called a diffusion filter. It's actually a Pro Mist filter, and you can actually, it's not a gimmick that you see, but it actually has those minute black particles in the filter itself, which kind of creates that diffusion within your light. So what this filter does is it diffuses the highlights for you whilst maintaining the contrast. So it will not blow off your shadows or the blacks or anything, but yes, it'll diffuse the lights that you see. I don't know, right now it's not onto my lens, but if I put it across, just a second. So right now it's onto my lens and you can see the difference already. It will smoothen up your footage as well as smoothens up the light and my skin tone, if you see. And behind me, that's not a proper direct light source, but if I show you, hold on, I have this light. If you see, this is kind of a little diffused. As you can see, this is one light from Ulanzi that I've got. This I use it as a backlight, so, and I can just keep it here, and so you saw the difference how it performs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out in the night, because who doesn't love those night lights getting bloomed up and getting those dreamy looks. So what are we going to do is we're going to go out in the night, shoot some street photos and see how this filter performs. Alright, so I've switched down to my POV setup to show you how the lens, the filter performs. We're gonna go to a different place and different location where all these, we can see the lights and everything. First of all, I can see something right now over here. We can, let me increase the shutter speed. Yeah. Oh, why am I in this mode? Yeah, let me change my focus area to the center. I was on zone, and now we're gonna go move down to the bridge side where you're gonna find more lights. So right now I can see some lights over there. I think I'm getting a pretty nice bloom of this area. Let me take that shot. Wow, there's a car coming in. I love the red lights. I love the headlights that are coming across in a very bloomy way. I'm going out after a pretty long time for a walk and a photo session. I can see this car. Let's see how it performs with the car reflections. Yeah, my settings are at 1/250, f2.8 and ISO 800. So I'm going to try to keep my ISO at 800 itself, not go beyond, because this A6400, this is A6400. I can see there's a amazing hotel down below. I'm not sure if this will capture that far. I'm on a 18-50 f2.8 Sigma lens. Yeah, I just hope the blooming effect is coming. I was on the highest zoom range, 50 mm. Oh, there's a cool toy kind of a playground. Let's see how it comes, because this is giving a really nice vibe to it. Yeah, perfect. I am loving this. There are toys, and let's see how this performs. I'm at 1/25 of a second, 1/125. I can go around over here
This lane looks pretty amazing, like I'm sure it's getting bloomed up, and my highlights are blown off. I've increased the shutter speed. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit and follow the leading lines. That's the rule. We follow the leading lines, and I'm doing the same right now over here. So I follow the leading lines. These are the two lights which I can see. Pretty amazing. There are certain bikes kept over here. Let's see how it's performing. Yeah, I'm gonna reduce the shutter speed and take down this helmet. This one is coming pretty bloomed off. Yeah, go a little closer. Perfect. So this filter, this is a K&F Concept filter. It's the power of it is 1/4, and this is like the quarter of the multiple power that you get. You get 1/8, you get 1/4, you get 1/2 half basically, and the 1. I am pretty interested in finding out what the 1 would be like, because that's like it can give an ultimate dreamy look to it. So I'm just gonna walk down the lane over here, trying to capture some blooming shots. I'm gonna come down over here, take the car. Yeah, it's coming pretty nice. The bloom effect, I think I'm loving this. Just imagine if I take the moon, how dreamy it will look. And if only I had someone walking across. I have one person coming in from there, and I have these two lights. Amazing. There's a person walking by. Yeah. Amazing. That's a perfect shot I've got, and a little dreamy look. This guy is standing over there. I can't see him though. Let me reduce down my shutter speed and see how it comes. I'm gonna bend down a little. Yeah, I just hope it's not a shaky photo, which I'm gonna check it later on once I go back to my home. Sorry for the noise that you guys are hearing, but this is like, Dubai, it's always building something new, and so fascinating to see all of these guys working in the night time. Let's take some pictures of them. I'm gonna take this as a foreground here, and try to create some depth. I'll shoot within from over here. Let's see how the photo comes out. This is again, follow the leading lines, or the concept that you have heard to include a foreground in your image. This is what I was trying to do. This is a pedestrian walk. Let's see how this sign performs. Yeah, I'm over 1/40th. I'm gonna increase the shutter speed a little bit. Yeah, I think it's kind of softening up the light and giving a nice blooming effect. You see those buildings over there? I wish I had a little more zoom I could use over here. I'm taking these lights as a line and trying to capture Burj Khalifa and the next building to it, and the building next to it. I'm sorry for my language. Let's take this light. Yeah, the lights fascinate a lot. You can see the leading lines over here, and I'm gonna try include these zebra strips into that, and if I can get a bike or a car, something in between. There's a truck coming in. Yeah, I think I got a pretty good shot. I'm not gonna cross right now because, again, let's just take these lights, this scenario. I'm gonna use this as my foreground and create that depth feel to it. I'm gonna go a little closer. Oh wow, I think I could take a little, there's another one coming up. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, so this marks the end of this video. I forgot to record it back then, and today it's the next day. While I was going through my photos, I really liked the results that this filter brought out in my photos. And as I was trying to achieve all the dreamy effect, on the street out there. You already saw the images, and there has been a comparison that I've already shot for you guys. So you guys let me know, how did you find these images, and would you ever use a dreamy, like a Pro Mist filter for your project or any other kind of video? Because I am definitely gonna use it on probably my most of the time. Even right now the filter is on the lens itself, because I did not wish to remove it, because I am kind of loving the effect that it's producing right now. And you can already see behind the light it is kind of diffused, and also on this side. So if there's a stronger light source, this is gonna diffuse pretty nicely. And this is the K&F Concept Pro Mist filter. It's a diffusion filter, you can call it anything. The power of it is 1/4, so it's a quarter power Pro Mist filter, whatever you want to call it. And I think it produced a really nice and amazing image, and I'm definitely going to keep it and use it for more of my photos and more of the content that I'm going to be producing. If you guys like the video and you wish to buy this filter, I'm going to put down a link in the description so you guys can check it out. And if you guys plan to buy it, I'm going to earn a little commission out of it. You guys don't have to pay anything extra for that. It's just my motivation that I will be getting to make more videos like this and bring out such amazing content for you. Until then, peace out. See you.